For over a decade, the Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II has dominated the conversation about modern air power. Hailed as the future of aerial warfare, its stealth and sensor fusion made it a flying command center and the gold standard for fifth-generation fighters. Trillions of dollars and global alliances cemented its status as the king of the skies. For many, acquiring the F-35 was a strategic declaration, a symbol of technological prowess and superpower alignment, but cracks began to show. High costs, complex maintenance, and low readiness rates raised doubts. The F-35's invincibility was questioned as operational realities set in. Was there a smarter, more adaptable way to achieve air superiority? This quiet questioning set the stage for a surprising challenger from Scandinavia. Enter the Saab JAS-39 Gripen, a fighter jet that would soon rewrite the rules of aerial combat. Sweden's answer to the high-cost, high-complexity fighter jet, the Gripen was born from necessity, not extravagance. In a world where military budgets often spiral out of control, Sweden set out to create a fighter that could deliver top-tier performance without breaking the bank. Designed for efficiency, reliability, and ruggedness, the Gripen was built to operate from short, damaged runways, even highways. This meant it could launch from almost anywhere, giving Sweden a unique defensive advantage. Its Cold War roots demanded a fighter that could disperse and survive, not just dominate. In the event of an attack, Swedish pilots could scatter their jets across the countryside, hiding them in forests or along rural roads, making them nearly impossible to target all at once. The Gripen's advanced electronic warfare suite and modern radar systems gave it a technological edge, not by hiding, but by outsmarting threats. Its pilots could detect, jam, and evade enemy systems with remarkable precision, leveling the playing field against more expensive adversaries. Long dismissed as a budget option, the Gripen's true genius was its adaptability and cost-effectiveness. Maintenance was streamlined, allowing for rapid turnaround and minimal downtime, even in harsh conditions. It wasn't just cheaper, it was fundamentally different, prioritizing agility and real-world usability. The Gripen could outmaneuver larger jets and adapt to unpredictable scenarios, making it a formidable opponent in any environment. The Gripen challenged the notion that only the most expensive technology could win wars. It proved that innovation, flexibility, and smart design could be just as powerful as raw spending. For years, it quietly waited for its moment to prove that there's more than one way to rule the skies. The world was about to see what an underdog could do. That moment was about to arrive, and the Gripen was ready to take flight into history. The Gripen's breakthrough came in wargame simulations, where theory meets reality. In a 2013 Norwegian exercise, the Gripen scored a simulated kill against the F-35, shaking the defense world. Critics argued the scenario favored the Gripen, but the result exposed vulnerabilities in the F-35's armor. More recent NATO exercises saw the Gripen E outmaneuvering both F-35s and F-22s, using passive sensors and network tactics. The Gripen's agility, electronic warfare, and data sharing proved decisive in close range and networked combat. These victories showed that strategy and adaptability could trump brute force and raw technology. The David and Goliath story was no longer a metaphor. It was unfolding in real military simulations. The Gripen had proven it could outsmart the F-35 under the right conditions. The myth of F-35 invincibility was shattered. Beyond combat, the numbers tell a stark story. The F-35's lifetime cost exceeds $1.7 trillion, with each flight hour costing over $36,000. The Gripen E, by contrast, costs about $8,000 per flight hour, 4 times less. This means more flying, more training, and higher readiness for nations with limited budgets. The F-35's complexity leads to readiness rates as low as 30 to 50%, while the Gripen boasts 80 to 90% availability. An expensive jet that rarely flies is a poor investment. The Gripen's efficiency keeps it in the air and ready. For many countries, these numbers are a strategic game changer. The Gripen offers sustainable, reliable air power, challenging the idea that more expensive means more effective. In air defense, value matters as much as technology. The Gripen's true strength lies in its operational flexibility. Built to survive the chaos of war, it can launch from highways and rough strips, not just pristine airbases. Rugged landing gear and short takeoff capability let it scatter and hide, making it a moving target. A small team can refuel and rearm a Gripen in under 10 minutes, maximizing sortie rates. Unlike the F-35, which needs a vast support network, the Gripen thrives with minimal logistics. This resilience makes it ideal for nations facing real, unpredictable threats. The Gripen isn't just a jet, it's a survivor, designed for the harshest realities of war. Its secret weapon is adaptability, not just technology. The Gripen's design reflects a radical doctrine dispersal and rapid response. Instead of relying on vulnerable centralized airbases, Sweden's strategy spreads jets across hidden locations. This porcupine approach makes attacks costly and complicated for any aggressor. In modern conflicts, concentrated assets are easy targets. Dispersed Gripens are elusive and persistent. Rapid turnaround means more sorties, more presence, and constant pressure on the enemy. A small fleet can act like a much larger force, harassing and vanishing before the enemy can strike back. The F-35's centralized, tech-heavy model is challenged by the Gripen's nimble, resilient doctrine. For many nations, this approach offers practical, effective defense. The Gripen is more than a plane, it's a new way to fight. Nowhere did the Gripen's strengths become more relevant than in Ukraine's war for survival. As the conflict escalated, Ukraine's skies became some of the most dangerous in the world, with constant threats from missiles, drones, and enemy aircraft. The need for a fighter jet that could not only survive, but thrive in such a hostile environment became urgent. Facing relentless attacks and contested airspace, Ukraine needed fighters that could operate from damaged runways and dispersed locations. Traditional airbases were often targeted, forcing pilots to adapt and launch from makeshift strips, sometimes just stretches of highway or fields. The ability to keep flying, even when infrastructure was shattered, became a matter of national survival. Ukrainian officials publicly called the Gripen more optimal than the F-35 for their needs. They emphasized that, while advanced technology is important, the realities of war demand aircraft that can be maintained quickly and deployed flexibly, even under fire. The Gripen's ability to survive, adapt, and fight from almost anywhere was essential, not a luxury. Its rugged design, ease of maintenance, and rapid turnaround times meant it could keep flying sorties when others would be grounded. By 2025, Ukraine signed a landmark deal for up to 150 Gripen E-jets, prioritizing survivability over raw technology. This agreement marked a turning point, signaling a shift in military doctrine toward resilience and adaptability. This was a decision forged in the crucible of war, not theory. Every sortie, every mission, was a test of what truly mattered in combat: reliability, speed, and the ability to keep fighting no matter the odds. Defense experts agreed. The Gripen's electronic warfare capabilities and operational flexibility were perfect for Ukraine's fight. Its systems could jam enemy radars and adapt to rapidly changing threats, giving Ukrainian pilots a fighting chance. Ukraine's choice sent a clear message: staying in the fight matters most. The nation's resolve was embodied in every pilot who climbed into a Gripen, ready to defend their homeland against overwhelming odds. The Gripen was chosen not for prestige, but for survival. Its battle-proven design and adaptability made it the right tool for a nation under siege. In real war, practicality wins. For Ukraine, the Gripen wasn't just a fighter jet, it was a lifeline, a symbol of hope, and a testament to the will to endure. Canada's debate over the F-35 versus the Gripen highlights the complexity of modern air power choices. While committed to the F-35 for alliance reasons, many argued the Gripen was better suited for Canada's vast, remote and Arctic regions. The Gripen's cold weather performance and ability to operate from austere airfields offered greater autonomy and readiness. Choosing the Gripen would reduce reliance on U.S. networks and give Canada more control over its defense. But alliance politics, interoperability, and industrial ties favored the F-35. Canada's struggle shows there's no universal best fighter, only the best fit for a nation's unique needs. The debate is about sovereignty, strategy, and context, not just technology. The right choice depends on geography, alliances, and national priorities. The story of the Gripen's rise from underdog to a true F-35 challenger is a twist that's quietly reshaping the future of air power. Once dismissed as a lightweight contender, the Gripen has steadily proven itself on the world stage, forcing military planners to rethink what really matters in a modern fighter jet. It's shown that efficiency, adaptability, and a smart operational doctrine can rival, and sometimes even surpass, the advantages of raw technological might. The Gripen's ability to operate from remote bases, its ease of maintenance, and its rapid turnaround times have made it a favorite among air forces seeking flexibility. Today, nations are looking far beyond the sticker price. They're scrutinizing life cycle costs, long-term readiness, and how well a jet can actually perform in real-world scenarios. The Gripen's low operating costs and high availability rates are changing the conversation about what makes a fighter truly valuable. The Gripen's story proves that a well-designed, cost-effective fighter can be more valuable to a nation's defense than a hangar queen that rarely flies. It's not just about having the most advanced technology, but about having the right tool for the job. Saab's smart fighter philosophy, prioritizing reliability, upgradability, and user-friendly systems, is now a mainstream consideration for air forces worldwide. This approach is influencing how new jets are designed and what features are prioritized. The future of air power will be more diverse than ever. Some nations will still opt for high-end, stealthy platforms, but many are now following the Gripen's balance path, choosing jets that offer a blend of performance, affordability, and adaptability. The real shock isn't just that the Gripen has challenged the F-35, it's that it has changed the rules of the game. It's forced the world to reconsider what makes a fighter jet truly effective in today's complex security environment. In the end, the best weapon is the one that fits the mission, the geography, and the budget. Flexibility and adaptability are now just as important as speed and stealth. The Gripen has given nations a powerful new choice, ushering in a smarter, more pragmatic era for air power, where innovation and adaptability are the keys to staying ahead.